What's up, everyone? Mankini here with Mankini TV, and I'm sitting down with Scowl.
It's Mankini TV. It's my show.
What's up, everyone?
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm hyped to be here.
I'm hyped to have you guys here. Seriously. F***ing seriously. So let's get right into it. You guys have been on tour with Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's that been like? I've got you here, too. If you
it's been great. They're all really supportive. They're all really nice. All the bands on the tour have been really great. It's really cool to watch Limp Bizkit play every night. So it's like they put on a great show, and they're just like really nice people that are like very supportive and helpful if we need anything. And so, yeah, like one of the best tours I've ever been on for sure.
I see you guys on Instagram like every night, partying with them on stage at the end, like every time. And seriously, you all look like kids in a candy store. Like it just, like so much excitement is going on that stage. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
That's been like the dream come. Like you can't like we didn't know that was coming. The first night we were just watching the whole night, and then they're like, "Come here," and then like I was like, "All right, let's go." Like they've been so like that's been really cool. I mean the last show was at MSG, and the lights come on when we came out. I was like, "Holy fuck!" There's a lot of people out there, and it was like ocean of people just jumping. It's f***ing sick. Yeah. How do you guys all have some words on that too?
I mean, it's just been incredible. Growing up, listening to Limp Bizkit since the 90s when I heard him on WWE wrestling. Vince will come for us if I say WW something else.
He can come for us.
Okay.
We can take him.
Anyways, so I just never thought I would even be in the same room with them, let alone on the same stage as them, let alone seeing them every single night of the week, hanging out with them backstage, partying, eating, rotisserie chicken and rice with them or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. It's like, I try not to be starstruck. I try to act really cool, like, hey, how's it going? How was your day? But, like, deep down inside, there is a part of me that I'm like, I want to ask him the most nerdy, weird, like the depths of Wikipedia type, like, trivia questions imaginable. But, I don't want to do that.
You got to walk on. You're like, no, it's cool. Oh, what's up, Fred?
Yeah,
Hey, man.
What's crazy about what the craziest part is, they make it so easy to not really want to do that. Like, they are just down to earth, cool, solid dudes. A lot of the guys in the camp, they really come from like punk and hardcore, underground, like DIY music like us. So they get where we're coming from. They're on like the same page as us, way more than I would have ever thought, which has been the coolest thing ever.
Hell yeah. How did that come to be? Did they reach out to you guys, your manager? Like, how did this tour all get cooked up?
It's been a long time coming. I think in the fall or winter of 2021, we got a DM from Fred Durst's Instagram to the Scowl Instagram, and it was like, hey, I love your band. And we were like, wait, did he get hacked? Like, what?
No,
what
I don't want to
going
buy
on?
any Bitcoin.
So it's kind of, we've built this like relationship, this like really cool friendship of him just like really being supportive and loving our band. Like, I don't know how he found us. And there's been talks for a while of us joining them and like playing some shows with them. And it just took a while to like get the tour planned and get the actual offer. And there was like a lot of time wondering if it was like too good to be true, like if it would actually happen, And then we got the offer, and we're all like, oh, okay, yeah.
This is for real.
Yeah. And it's been like such a ride. I don't even know. Like, this has been the coolest experience of my life, for sure.
Yeah.
I love it. And the way you guys talk about this, because I'm sure there's tons of haters out there, we'll call them. Like, the way you talk about Limp and Fred, I'm sure that's not the image that a lot of people have of him.
Yeah.
But you talk about, like you said, he DM'd like your band page and was like, hey, what's up? Like, just like a normal, like, hey guys, like, I like your music. You're like, what? Fred Durst is, and that's just, to me, got to be one of the coolest things. And like you guys said, like, you're like, oh my God, Fred Durst is reaching out. Like, what the hell?
It's a great description of his character, alone, like the fact that he's like so with it, and he's really punk at his core and in his nature. Like, he loves it. He supports us and bands like us. So that means a lot.
I said this in another interview, recently. I mean, at least for the last year or so, a lot of bands that came from the nu metal era, they've begun to disavow or, oh, that's not us. That's not who we were. We hate that. And Fred's been the only person is like, I and I live that shit. That is who we are. That is what we are. We helped build that, and I embrace it. And it's like, there you go, man. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you guys all had a great time doing it. A lot of people grew up with that music and loved it, and here we are.
I think that, like, at the end of the day, it's like, stay true to you and what you like, you know? Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. It doesn't matter if it's trendy or not.
But that's what's cool about now. I feel like we finally got into that. Like, there's no more gatekeeping.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like, I like this band. And everyone's like, okay, cool, go enjoy it.
Yeah, so
They're
what?
like, oh, I go here. And people are like, okay, cool, do your thing. Just don't hurt anybody.
Exactly.
You know, whereas before it was like, ew, you listen to that? Like, I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Punk ideology, it's shifted, I think.
Really quick, can I touch on that really quick
Absolutely.
about how there's no more gatekeeping? To tie a lot of things in, that's actually one of the biggest appeals of like Insane Clown Posse and the Psychopathic Records sort of ethos was early on like getting into that because everyone was really like about what they preached. All the people online commenting were really like so welcoming to everyone. I mean, really all-inclusive. Like, that was like such a big, important thing early on in my life to be like, these people are like fucking crazy animals, right? But they're like, no, everyone's a crazy animal inside. With us. Like, that was the attitude. Just be like, be you, but you're part of that. Where like everything else is so gatekeepy. And so, I don't know. It's like when you said that, I just wanted to point something out for that.
No, absolutely. You know, I spoke earlier. I saw you guys were at the Agnostic Front show on Sunday.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
30 minutes from here in Baltimore, you know, with
Yeah.
Sick of It All and Crown of Thorns. And, you know, you think of
Legends.
that. Absolutely.
Legends,
Absolutely.
the best.
I've partied with Danny Diablo in New
Oh,
York.
yeah.
Like, the guy's a maniac.
yeah.
Shout out, Danny. What's up, boy?
Dude, he's a legend.
But you know, you think of it, and there was a time period where like that music just kind of slowly like went underground. You know what I mean? Like it stopped being so popular, and you seeing it everywhere, and it kind of became like back to that thing where like you might see a poster like, oh, that band's playing again. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Now all of a sudden, like the hardcore scene is blown back up, and it's like at the forefront. You know, you guys are, seriously, there's like a jetpack strapped to you guys, and the gas is like being refueled in the air. Like you know, I'm not trying to blow your heads up or anything, but you guys are on a trajectory. It's insane.
Thank you.
But it's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. Bands like yourself and Turnstile, who are really taking this scene to another level, but like bringing it to younger eyes. You know, kids who never would have heard music like this, and they come and they find you and lead their path down, and they go, oh, who's Sick of It All? Who's Agnostic Front? You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, the scene is open wide open again, you know?
Yeah.
And you mentioned the whole nu metal influence as well. You got bands like, they're gonna kill, City Morgue.
Yeah.
Okay, and they say their main influences are Slipknot and 3-6 Mafia. Like, who would have thought? So,
Two of the best to ever do it, respectively, too. Like, those bands are household names for a good reason.
oh, absolutely, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's great. I'm glad you guys. Please don't take this the wrong way or like throw something at me, but you guys are like torchbearers right now for this. Like you guys are running with it and killing it.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, our style is like instrumentally and vocally and like everything we do, it comes from like 80s hardcore and stuff like that. But I think that what I could say, like if I were to look at when nu metal was doing stuff, they just did whatever the they wanted. And that attitude was pretty punk to me. So if it translated to anything we were doing as far as like that attitude of just do what you want and have fun, like get wild, who cares? Dude, I remember being a kid, it's like every band on the radio was like a nu metal band and stuff. And then there was years where people talked shit on it. And then it's like, dude, that was like punk. You know, like you look at like there's all these shows and then you see like 4 punks out of high school for a while. Like there's always like a little group of them, but like people that, why the they wearing plaid pants or something. It's like I remember riding to school, plaid pants and like a mohawk, and people looking at me like I was nuts. And it's like that's just what it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's just what we do. We go and have fun. And I mean, there's some bands right now that like there are so many good hardcore bands that have nu metal influence that I've been like, you like hear it and they're like, you'll hear tonight. You know, Orgasm's gonna play. They have like the 808 drop and all this stuff, and then you have bands that are like the metalcore now, I feel like has a lot of new metal influence.
Oh yeah, oh
Like,
for sure.
but I would say like one of the biggest bands in hardcore is Knox Loose. I wouldn't say I hear like the new metal, but it's metalcore and has these like things that like, you know, Slipknot influenced probably how many bands in the hardcore scene? Like
More than we can count.
yeah, you look. Dying Wish is about to hop on this tour, and they whip ass, and everyone's gonna be blown away. And like they have that influence too, you know. Like you have people.
I would say, yeah, I think. I would say, I think it's all about what Bailey's saying. It's like the groove. I think that there's like sounds that have been like created through nu metal, like when that exploded, that are integral to what metalcore and metallic hardcore is today, as we know it. And I think people are maybe willing to recognize it, or maybe not, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just the evolution of music.
100,000,000%.
I don't question that God.
We only answer to one God, and that is Frederick Durst, our Lord and Savior of
true.
nu metal. Also, shout out Dying Wish. I apologize that I missed your set, but Vended ended up interviewing you on my camera. Shout out Vended also.
Dude.
They're really
Yeah,
good.
shout out Dying
We
Wish.
gotta- if you-
That's the next. I can't get over.
They
how
pick up
incredible-
tomorrow with you guys, don't they?
Not with
This is
us.
our last night on this.
Oh,
tour.
so this is it.
They're
They-
taking
they-
our spot.
Oh.
We're flip flopping, but we don't get to even like give them like, you know, like a little pass off. They're our friends, you know. I love them. They're
Don't get to
incredible.
give hugs or
But they're gonna
anything.
kill it, and I'm so like excited for them. I've been texting Emma, like we've been talking about how excited we are about this whole thing.
Hell
so-
yeah. So this being your guys' last one on the tour, you guys gonna go like extra hard, like
Yeah.
crazy?
We're
Like
adding
is the party just gonna be
Oh yeah.
wild?
It's gonna be nuts.
We're gonna add songs
We're
tonight.
like playing some extra songs tonight and everything. It'll be a very
Oh,
special.
I'm
set.
ready. I'm ready to get wild with
Yeah,
you
it's
guys.
gonna
Let's
be
get
fun.
wild. Hopefully I don't get naked.
Yeah.
I approve whatever you do for that. So,
Already approved. If you hear about me getting arrested in Baltimore, already approved.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we could bail you out, but I'll make a shirt that says screaming.
You don't got to bail me out just in case when I come back on and I'm like, so I got arrested for being nude at the Scowl show, but you know, it's all good.
It is.
I'll
what
try.
it
We'll
is.
try our best. It might take some days. We'll have to get the Mankini shirt, free Mankini, some flowers on it to match the stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might be in there a couple of days.
Okay.
But we will come.
Okay.
What
You-
happens at the Limp Bizkit show stays at the Limp Bizkit show.
Are you sure? Tonight? Like, are you sure?
Don't quote me.
All right. We may have to edit that out.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like, that's not true at all. I saw what happened.
Yeah.
I saw all of it.
You know, there's.
I know what he did for the nookie.
Yeah.
There was a naked man on your stage who was then tackled by 4 security guards.
Honestly, I would be laughing the whole time. I'd be like, oh,
That's crazy.
that's awesome.
You'd be laughing, but the entire crowd would be like, what the just happened?
You know how many naked people we have seen on this tour?
Really?
Partially naked
Specifically,
people?
like. I was gonna say that in a much more. Graceful way. Breasts. Women's upper bodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
No full frontal male nudity?
No.
If there was, we didn't see it, but one night all the dudes took their shirts off.
They took their shirts
too.
off.
Like it was just like
Fred
a sea
told them
of-
to.
Like just all of a sudden, like in
No,
unison?
no. He told them to. He said,
Oh.
dudes, I want to see you guys take your shirts off.
And
I
everyone-
wanna
and
see
all the
you
dudes
guys
took their
fuck."
shoes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. They were like, okay, you asked, we'll do. Like,
You
it was
ask and
awesome.
You shall receive.
Oh,
Yeah.
you will.
There was
Durst
never
says
like.
jump and everyone says how high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. What's funny is like every time we saw like nudity, it was never like no one was like do this. It was just like someone was feeling the music,
They're just
and all of a
going
sudden they were
for
just
it.
like woo, like, and it was like
We're like,
dudes,
oh.
girls, like everyone.
Everyone's getting wild.
At some point in the audience, the music, the new metal power flows through, and it goes like this, and someone catches it, and they're like, you know what, this groove makes me want to do? Jump up and be naked. And that's just what happens. And I respect it, you know. I respect that it's, from what I've seen, that it's not like weird bro shit where someone's like, yeah, show us your tits. And that shit's gross.
Yeah.
You know, if someone wants to do something on their own accord, whatever.
When it's out of your own
Do-
volition.
Yeah, do your own
Free
thing.
the nipple.
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't see any of that like rude shit, because that stuff's annoying. That's like,
Absolutely.
That's like, that shit can stay way in the past.
Way back
Yeah.
in the place, we'll call it Woodstock 99. Can stay there, where we blame Kid Rock for everything that happened there. I said it. Yeah. I said it. What? What, Kid Rock? I wear a bikini. Yeah. Come for me, bro. Anyways. You, Kid Rock.
That Kid Rock set is insane.
True.
It is.
For good or bad, haters or lovers, that's an insane set to watch.
I'll give it to him. It was crazy. And shout out Dana Dentata for her song about that set on her album.
Dude, she
Woodstock
rips.
99.
She does.
She
Dana
rips.
Dentata's the shit.
Yeah, she rips, and she's also like
She's really
super
nice.
nice. We've met a couple times, and like she's very supportive and kind, and like really like if you ask questions, she has like a lot of knowledge. Like
Hell yeah.
I really enjoy seeing all the like cool artists coming out that are just like outside of the box, doing whatever the they want.
That's
You know
what
I mean?
that's the way it should be, and it should have
Yeah.
always been. Do what you want.
I'm hoping more people pick that up. Like, there's a lot of bands that, like, right now, that I think are, like, this band Almerda from Texas that we know, they have, like, new metal influence, and they do whatever the they want, and I really like what they do.
They're really cool.
Live is insane.
Yeah, definitely to touch on that. Like I wanted to say earlier, it's not even just the new metal. It's like the whole umbrella that is hardcore is such a wide spectrum right now that like it's like you would see a hardcore tour, and it like the one that just happened, it was Knocked Loose headlining and Koyo opening, and those two bands sound absolutely nothing alike, but it's a hardcore tour. Those are both hardcore bands, and it's like it's just people are doing whatever they want, and people are okay with it, and that's
Hell yeah.
that's how it should always be.
Hardcore's like in a very creative and artsy moment right now, and I think that the people who enjoy the music, the fans, I guess you could say, have, I think, the most open mind they've ever had. I think everyone's just ready for new and exciting stuff and ready to support it. And I love that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I want to touch on something real quick you had mentioned. I was going to jump into this. You mentioned the flowers on the free Mankini shirt.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want to touch on too with the hardcore bands, especially you guys. There's
Yeah.
not like the skulls and the spiked baseball bats and barbed wire. It's all like flowers and sunshine and like happiness. You know what I mean? Like you don't looking at it, you're like, what? What do you mean that's a hardcore band? Like no. But it's really cool. Look, the Scowl cardigans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, like. Let's be honest. I don't think I know of any band anywhere that sells cardigans.
I never seen it.
The only person I know who's done that is Taylor Swift. So,
I didn't even know that.
I
Taylor
did not
Swift
know
did.
that either.
That makes sense. I'm
but
sure
it
there
makes
are.
sense. I like doing things I like, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily fit in the parameters of what would be expected from like maybe a hardcore band, for example. But I think the thing about punk subculture in general and what attracted to me to it in the first place, and I think all of us, is that we could be ourselves and do what we wanted. And the fact that people like that, luckily, is like super cool, and it's the icing on the cake. But I'm just like happy to enjoy like colors and flowers and like cute stuff, you know?
No, hell yeah, and it should be that way. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch on something else from earlier.
Yeah.
You jumped right into like the ICP thing on your own.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone watching is really confused, like how that even happened. So,
That was out of nowhere. You're like, so let me tell you.
yeah, someone's gonna be like, wait a second, what?
Whoop whoop.
That's where it came from. Whoop whoop. Two Fagos for you.
Yes.
Let's talk about ICP real quick.
Rock and rye.
You,
And what's the other one called? What's the other flavor? Rock and rye. What's the one that's like the missile flavor one?
Yeah. It tastes like a bomb pop.
Firework.
Firework.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
I was
say
like,
that.
why are we trying to figure this out?
you guys look freaking posers, man.
Rock and Rye's my jam.
Yeah.
Moon Mist is hella good.
So you're all about the Juggalos.
I am.
You know what's up. You're down with the clown.
I'm down with the clown.
You guys want to play the Gathering?
I would love to. I would love to just go. I would love to go in a 50-mile radius and just like get binoculars and stare if I could. Like I want to go so.
Well, that's
bad.
not. No, you can't. No, if you're at 50 miles away with the binoculars, just come on over.
Thank you.
Just
Let
at
me
that
in.
point,
Let
just
me in.
parachute in or something if you've got to. We're in Ohio, August 3rd through 7th, 8th. I don't know the numbers, but something like that week. Wednesday through Saturday.
That's
you know.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can pull any strings, but they want to play. It's always nice when bands want to play the gathering. It's really cool when they say, hey, we want to be there.
I'd be down. Just like that seems like a place that like people are there to have fun. That's the whole thing. Is like when you walk into you walk into like a room. There's like a vibe from it. Mm-hmm. You see people happy and smiling the moment you walk out there. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a good set. People are here to have fun. Mm-hmm. There's been shows where like you'll go out and you're like, it's kind of stiff, and like no one looks like they're having fun. Yeah. And they're bobbing their head, but they got a beer in their hand. They don't want to move and that place looks like they want to have fun, and that's the whole point.
Oh yeah.
So that's definitely a place I'd like to be.
You guys come on. You guys come be my guests, hang out with me. Well, Dana Dentata's performing this year.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I did not say that because I'm not sure when this is dropping. So just in case it drops before the announcement, I didn't say that.
He did not say that.
I did not say that Dana Dentata will be at the Gathering of the Juggalos 2022.
Yeah, he did not.
I didn't. No, but seriously, you guys come hang out. You're seriously more than welcome. You said it earlier when you were talking about reading all the message boards and whatnot. Like it's a community. Like you're welcome here. Like that's the thing. We're family. Like you're welcome here. Everyone is welcome. It doesn't matter who you are, how you live. None of that matters. As long as you don't hurt people, you're not racist, bigoted, hate on people for their sexual, gender, any kind of identity or religion, you're good. You're good to go, And that really, I think, is how they got me. And I was like, wow, just a bunch of people being themselves, but being themselves to the point where other people are like, what is going on in there? But inside of there, everyone's like, what do you mean? We're just doing us, And that's the beauty of it.
I would say that's one thing I've always really liked is it's cool how that whole community is so anti-racist, which I really love about It's funny to me that people didn't catch on right away. It's like ICP's always been anti-racist.
Oh yeah.
And they didn't catch that at first. And there's the burning Confederate flag shirt. And yeah, dude, they're I f with that heavily. How about they are just live, let live, and be cool to each other and accept each other. And that accepting is something I really admire about that community. And that's what we all try to have that in the hardcore scene, and we try to have it in the punk scene because we're all kind of misfits, and we were obviously drawn to this shit because we weren't drawn to whatever we heard on the radio right away, or we hanging out with people who weren't like-minded in that sense of let's just be wild and have fun. But yeah, I always thought that was really cool about the Juggalo community is that they're super welcoming to everyone, unless you're a bigot, unless you're a bigot, and if you're if you're just out there trying to be a bully and you're a bigot and that shit's wrong, and they really practice what they preach, which how there's a lot of virtue signaling in the world, and they're f***ing about it, which is really cool, which is really cool about it.
There was a challenge going around just in the Juggalo community, and it was the Burn the Rebel Flag challenge, and it was just go out in public somewhere, burn a rebel flag, and then stomp on it, and record it and put it up on social media,
which is awesome.
Which was really funny, and there were people you can't do that. Oh, please do it. Please do it. My buddy actually designed, I wanted to wear it tonight, so he designed a shirt for them, and it still says, F your rebel flag, but this one has a Klansman being hung.
Yes.
It's the greatest shirt ever. I was like, oh my God. It is, and the back of it actually is the Hatchet Man holding a burning rebel flag.
That's hard. And that's the whole thing. It's dude, that anti... that's a big thing that I I love to see, and when the community's actually enforcing that and putting that in, they're practicing what they preach. A lot of people just be make a Twitter post, I'm doing it. It's it's not authentic. It's authentic when it's that. You know what I mean? I could imagine someone who was being a bigot trying to go into the gathering, and everyone would be like, get the f out.
It doesn't. I'll tell you right now, there are people that claim the rebel flag and all of that.
Yeah.
And I tell you right now, those people are not welcome, and they're told you're not welcome here. You don't know what this is about. And part of me, one side of me goes, it's unfair to not welcome people. The other side is obviously you know better. You shouldn't be acting like this. The things you're saying are wrong, and you know that. You're not welcome here. Plain and simple. 2022. Exactly.
Well, not only that, it's if you're wearing something that is a hate-filled thing, and they're like, well, I'm not practicing hate. You know, I'm not preaching. It's like that is a message.
Exactly.
Saying I hate. You know, and like that you have hate and you're trying to push that, and like you're really trying to like start something when you're flying the flag of like if it's anything that's like, you know, it's not like someone could walk up to a place wearing a swastika and be like, you know, but I'm not doing anything racist. It's like, bro, that right there is racist. And I'm not gonna like get into like all the like nooks and crannies of that. And I'm even comparing the two. I'm mainly like racism. If you're flying something that's racist, and you walk up and someone's like, you can't be here, and you're like, well, free speech, free this. It's like, yeah, free speech, but also like, you're not free to hate here.
Exactly.
Like, you're not, there are consequences for whatever you do. And that's what I like, that they're enforcing that.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So that's cool. That's
Hell
cool.
yeah. Well, before we go, because I do not want to keep you guys from sound checking, or someone come in here and like grab me by the neck and like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Anything you guys want to say to everyone out there? Anyone who hasn't heard you guys yet, doesn't know you guys yet, to your fans?
Whoop whoop. Much motherfucking wicked clown love. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you all for checking us out. And yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
coming
us.
out.
No, of
This
course.
has been
Yeah.
such a entertaining part of my day.
No, I
love it.
appreciate you guys. This has been absolutely awesome.
Incredible.
We gotta just kick it more. Like I feel like we could sit at a bar or like at a Denny's until 4 a.m.
Denny's.
Oh, man. Absolutely. I don't even know if there's a Denny's near here.
What?
Waffle House.
Oh, I love Waffle House. I stab people there.
That's cool. That's Waffle House activities.
You looked for a second, you were like, wait,
No,
what?
then you fit right in with that.
That's Waffle House activities, man.
Next headline. Scowl stabs.
Let's just do a tour of only Waffle
All of a sudden, the
Houses.
Juggalos were like, yo, Scowl stabbed somebody at Waffle House. They are down.
Just don't tell the FBI, man.
Oh,
The
man.
female body inspectors?
Yeah.
I don't trust them either.
What?
I'm trying to inspect females' bodies. That's not your job.
It's my job.
Yeah. When it comes to a woman's body, it's up to her. Not her for all women, but like, you know, women in general. It's up to them.
Silent Bob or pro-choice.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, this has been fun.
Leave women alone. Let them do what they want with their bodies.
Exactly.
F***ing A.
Dude, I'm surprised. We could go on.
Yeah, I was going to say,
shut
that'll
up,
take
shut
us
up.
Save that for episode 6.
an hour and a half later. We're like, oh, shit.
If
Disgusting
Jay and Silent Bob
bogus
already
lady.
said what everyone should think, you know, it's their own choice.
Stupid old white men who want to control women's bodies.
Yeah.
Just off and go somewhere else.
They're
It's
because they
and
don't
die.
have any control over not having a boner anymore. So they're
okay. Just off. It's fine. Well, look, I am Mankini. This has been Mankini TV. This is your new favorite band, Scowl. Check them out ASAP. They're getting ready to go on tour with Destroy Boys. If they're coming to your city, don't miss it. And if you do miss it, they're going to come to your house and f***ing spray Faygo in your living room. Whoop, whoop. They might leave some Fritos there too. And not like a bag of them, like on your floor.
Chili cheese flavor. All right.
We out.